Warwick Castle is a top UK tourist destination and is visited by people from around the world. But did you know that you can also spend a night in the grounds? That's just what we did. We decided to stay at the Knights Village at Warwick Castle as a treat for our son's birthday. Check-in was quick and easy at the reception that is at the front of the dining hall, and also has a small gift shop with some Warwick Castle merch in it. There's a nice short walk to the lodges along the boardwalk. And the lodges are like little semi-detached houses. Inside they're spacious with the typical hotel amenities, TV, tea and coffee, a nice modern bathroom with shower, a comfy bed and a separate room for the kids. So we're all checked in, we're in the room, we're all settled. How do you feel about the room, Lenny?
It's kind of confusing because there's an element of medieval and an element of modern.
Yes, yeah, you're right. Contemporary medieval with the decorations on the walls. And what do you think about your room?
It's nice, the tapestry on the wall is a bit good, but there are some confusing scenes on it.
I think it's really cozy in there. You know, the bunk beds, and you got the night lights as well on
Yeah.
the side, which I think is nice. And we've just been for a nighttime walk after having our dinner, which was a carvery. Dinner is served in the dining hall. They serve a carvery to the table, and during dinner you're treated to a show by two knights who will also teach the kids some sword techniques. After dinner we went for a night walk. We ran into a couple of security guards who were friendly and were just making sure that we were guests staying in the lodges, as we'd wandered slightly outside the village boundary. This place looks pretty special in the day, but becomes quite magical at night. So it's the morning, we've been to sleep. How did you sleep, Lenny?
All right.
Yeah, was the bed comfortable?
Well, it was kind of uncomfortable for like an hour, but I was eventually able to get to sleep.
Good. And you slept on the top bunk?
Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, the double bed for me and Nell was very comfy. I slept all night through. Very nice. And then this morning we've been for breakfast. Again, it's hard to get a cooked breakfast wrong, but they didn't. It was sausages, bacon, these little hash brown balls, which are very nice.
That's
eggs,
what they were.
beans, yeah, the usual stuff. And you had plenty of
Pan of chocolate.
Pan of chocolats. You do love them. But it was very nice, and nice atmosphere in there this morning, and all good. So now we're going to head off to the castle.
Castle.
Included in your stay is parking, breakfast, and entry to the castle for everyone in your party. The castle is only a 5-minute walk from the Knights Village. There is some construction work going on site where they're building a new hotel, but it didn't interfere with our stay. They used to do an opening of the portcullis, but we were told that they don't do this anymore because it was causing quite a lot of congestion on the bridge. Inside the castle there's lots of grand rooms and nooks and crannies to explore. And of course, the towers. There is lots of walking and steps involved with Warwick Castle, but the views are worth it. there is also an immersive dungeon experience here. And because we stayed in the Knight's Village, we got 50% discount on the dungeon. But the experience is not for the faint of heart. So we've just been in the dungeon. How did you find it, Lenny?
Horrible.
There's always been falconry displays at Warwick Castle, but in recent years they've really turned it into an experience. Now it has music and theatrics and a story to follow. You'll see magnificent birds and you will get up close and personal with them whilst you watch the Falconer's Quest. The Trebuchet display has also had the same treatment as the Falconer's Quest, with music, actors, pyrotechnics and a story. A few years back the Falconer's Quest was just a couple of chaps standing around with birds on their arms, and they talk about the where the birds tend to breed and nest and migrate, but now they've really sort of zhuzhed it up. And kind of the same with the Trebuchet show as well. That used to be just they would wind it up and somebody might just give you a bit of information over the speakers and then they'd fire it. But now it is a proper experience. So let's talk money. For the stay in the Knight's Village, that was £254 and £5 per person for the dungeon. All in all, the whole stay cost us £269. But remember that you get breakfast, parking and castle entry for that. Warwick Castle on its own is a great day out for all the family, and the Knight's Village is helping this place to become not just a resort, but an experience.